Okay, hello everyone. This is Charles Harper, and I want to tell you about our new PLR videos. And we're going to be talking about how you can keep accurate records and using QuickBooks. And this is going to be our set of videos that you can pick up whether or not you want to teach this subject or whether or not you want to sell this as part of your membership or whatever you're doing to reach business customers. So let's talk about what this is going to be, and let's talk about how you can benefit. First of all, if you just want to go pick up the videos right away, you don't want to watch the entire thing, you can go over to the plrshow.com/new. You can go right over there and pick it up, plrshow.com/new. Okay, so let's talk about what the course is about. We're going to talk about what's covered. We're going to talk about the big idea. We're going to talk about what's in it. We'll talk about what's in it for you. And then we'll talk about what's monetizable and then what we have coming up next. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through what's part of your package and I'm going to give you the pre-sale content. Now, this is content that you actually have when you pick up the videos. And the reason I'm going to talk about this is because this is one of the angles that I think you can take if you're going to just sell the videos, right? So let's talk about what angle you would take and how you would approach people about the subject. And I'm going to run through the content. And basically, I started the pre-sale video by talking about how you can track the activity in your business and keeping it organized without effort, right? And that's really what QuickBooks does is it helps you to keep all this information organized. And you might have read my email where, you get to April 15th and all of a sudden you've got all this self-employed income and you've got to determine how you're going to categorize it when really you've got to really keep track of this stuff all year long so that you'll be able then to come into tax time, not only be able to maximize deduction, but you'll also just kind of know where you stand. So in the pre-sale video, I talked about the fact that basically, we have a lot of ways that we're getting paid today, right? And people, business owners in general. So when you make the point, you want to make the point to them that all these different ways are getting paid. They're getting paid by Square, getting paid by Stripe, and some people are still getting paid by cash. And this really multiplies the complexity. Somebody pays you for something. You got a receipt. You end up putting that receipt in your wallet, and you never do anything with that receipt. You've got to really kind of keep track of this stuff all year long. And so a lot of these transactions now are happening with business owners. They're happening when they're away from their home office. Not everything happens in the office. Not everything happens at their desk. Not everything happens at their PC. And so a lot of stuff gets lost. And that's what really QuickBooks does. QuickBooks allows you to keep track of everything, right? A lot of stuff using QuickBooks is automatic, right? People just feed it into their personal computer. It goes into an account. It comes straight out of their bank account. Then all they've got to do is they've got to reclassify the information. And then that's really what QuickBooks does. And so in the pre-sale video, I talked about the fact that there's a desktop and cloud-based service. I really go through how you make the decision. You can use something called QuickBooks Self-Employed, but one of the things that your customer needs to know is that there's a difference between self-employed and QuickBooks. And really, if you're going to grow your business, you're going to grow it beyond. You'd almost have a difficult time going from QuickBooks Self-Employed to QuickBooks, right? So it's almost like you'd probably want to consider getting QuickBooks. The only thing that QuickBooks SE doesn't do is the only thing QuickBooks doesn't do that SE does, which is a self-employed version, is track mileage. And you can get a mileage app to do that. I explain that in the course. And basically, I talk about the fact that it really does allow them to account for everything, right? Everything in their business. So when you get these videos, you're going to be using it to teach your customers. I'm going over the fact that they're gonna be able to do all the basic transactions once they finish this video course. And anything with software this powerful, there's going to be a learning curve, and that's the angle that I suggest you take. They're going to need to do all these things, right? And you'll see that when you get to the pre-sale video and that basically they need to get the course if they want to do all these things. So I'm doing all this for you in the pre-sale video, and I think that this is the way you can angle it. Of course, there are other ways that you can make the case with the actual course. Okay. So this is for entrepreneurs in the U.S. and Canada. Anybody who's mixing business and pleasure, business and personal, right? And any of those entrepreneurs that generate income through PayPal because PayPal just feeds right into QuickBooks, right? And so this is going to make things really easy for them. So how do we do it? We did it through 20 over-the-shoulder videos. We recorded it this month, October 2018. And then basically it allows anybody to know what their business is doing right now at a glance. So even if you want to just get these videos to learn how to use QuickBooks, I think that that's, and I talked about that, excuse me, I talked about that by email today. I think that would be wise too. If you're going, especially going to be marketing it and teaching it, and basically, so what do we cover? I go over the fact that, people need to be talking to the triple A's, advisor, attorney, accountant, right? Then we go over the plans and pricing. And believe it or not, that's important because you got to determine which one you actually need, and I go over that in detail. And then we just go through the purchase process of getting QuickBooks set up. We do mileage tracking because, again, if you don't get QuickBooks self-employed and you get the regular QuickBooks, you're going to need a mileage tracking app. We go over that. We also go over how you're going to be able to do all this on desktop and mobile. One of the most important things that I go over here in the course is going to be how you're going to capture your receipts, right? Because you go buy something, it's going to be a business expense. And trust me on this, if you haven't done this already, you start trying to capture that stuff on April 15th or the week of April 15th, it is impossible, right? So you need to be telling your people, you need to be doing this yourself, and you need to be capturing all this stuff as you go. And we go over invoicing because that's going to be pretty important, especially if you're a freelancer. And then we conclude the course. Now, there is an advanced course, obviously, and we go through some things that are going to be a little more complex. And we make sure that we cover, withdrawals. If you've got 1099 employees that you're going to be working with, and then we go over some of the other things that we're going to be talking about, sales taxes. With the new sales tax law, you're going to need that, and then any basic reports. Okay. And then we conclude the course. So, what's the big idea? The big idea is knowing your financial performance and position leads to good decision making, right? So, you want to be able to use financial statements. So, what's in it? 20 over the shoulder videos, 20 MP3 audios, sales letter, thank you pages, and then that pre sale video that we did. You're going to get a lead magnet page. And then now we're not doing the live webinar. We're actually doing that right now with you, right? We're doing that right with you. But what I'll do is I will give you a copy of this. I will put this in the on the download page. So I won't be doing so this will be your live webinar. And then I'll give you the slides to this, right? I'll give you the slides to this, right? So that'll be the lead magnet and the slides. Um, okay, so if you're part of our daily newsletter, you can make sure that if you're not part of our daily newsletter, make sure that you're on it. You can go to the plrshow.com. We talk about PLR every day, as well as give you a lead time on whatever we're releasing. You can also join our Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/the PLR show. And then also you're right here on our channel, but you can sign up. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, youtube.com/game mindshare. And again, if you just want to go and pick up the videos right away, you want to pick up the videos right now, you can do that at the plrshow.com/new. Okay, so with that, thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate you all spending a little time with me, and I hope that these videos are going to be helpful to you, regardless of how you're going to use them in your business. Okay, with that, thanks, everybody. Have a great day and a pleasant tomorrow. Take care.